You know, I was rebuilding the Mercarb two-barrel for my boat that I just got, and I really didn't know enough about it to do a full video on the rebuild. But there was a lot of people out there that have done it, so I really got some great information from some of those people. So I figured, let me just put a couple of quick tidbits together. This is out of a 5.7 liter Mercruiser. I've got two engines, so I'll probably go ahead and rebuild the other carb too. Now that I've been through this one here, it's a two-barrel. Now the top section right over here, that's got the float assembly, a brand new float pin. It's a spring-loaded version. If you ever do one, you'll know what I mean by that. This is the accelerator pump right there. That blue seal right there actually fits inside this hole in the lower part of the body right there. That's what pumps the fuel through that accelerator pump. This whole velocity stack situation here, a lot of your fuel heads right down into that intake, right into the engine through a bunch of ports and valves and things of that nature there. It was pretty interesting. There was a lot of corrosion inside these. It should be interesting to put back together also. This is quite a little collection of stuff that's got to come together just at the right point. Maybe I'll do a video on that at some point. This is actually the choke assembly right there. It actually reminds me a lot of the motor cells I worked on. That little rubber tip right there actually would normally be in the closed position to keep fuel from flowing for the choke to be on. When that electric choke is put on, that probably valve, I bet you that just slides right in and opens up and allows the fuel to flow to add some more fuel and actually enrichen it, not choke it. Interesting thing, one of the videos, this gasket here goes between the top of the carburetor and the flame arrestor. The guy said, hey, don't use it. The Coast Guard says don't use it because they get saturated with fuel and they turn into a fire hazard. So I guess that's why there wasn't one on there when I took it apart. I will say the float, that was pretty tricky. There's a float height on that. That spring's got to kind of bounce up and down a little bit and have a little spring to it. But there's also another spec on how far that actual float drops down into position also. So that was kind of tricky to get both those float level with the spring and actually float drop settings set. That was kind of interesting to get it right and to go back and forth and make sure it was right. Let me spin that around upside so you can see the actual butterfly valves. There you go. There they are right there. Boom, boom. That's when I'm throttling up and getting the thing going. Now, this is actually the mixture screw. I'm glad the new version of the mixture screw has a screwdriver tip on it because the old one was locked in for EPA, and that was really tough to do anything with.